Well, our Living Local tour across eastern North Carolina continues today with a stop in Rocky Mount. That's where we find WNCT's Ken Watling. How's it going, Ken?
We're now on the Rocky Mount Mills campus. This is a place that's really become a hub for local craft beer enthusiasts. In fact, the first African-American woman to open a brewery in our country now has a brewery right here behind me. We're introducing you to her and the story behind Rocky Mount Brewery in this week's People and Places.
These days, there's plenty dividing us, but there is at least one thing many of us agree on.
Beer, craft beer in particular, has been a great platform to connect people.
And that's the case here at Rocky Mount Mills, a revitalized 19th century cotton mill, now home to more than half a dozen breweries. That includes one of the state's only black-owned breweries, Rocky Mount Brewery.
I was like, wow, this is like cooking, it's like making a soup. And just fell in love with it because I had no idea that everyday people can make beer at home.
Co-founder Celeste Beatty grew up in Winston-Salem, but started another brewery in New York City's Harlem neighborhood years ago.
I think my passion for cooking, gardening, just being, I was a Future Farm of America student. So the combination of things, really loving fresh food, fresh stuff, and knowing that I could actually do it right at home. That's what really fascinated me about being in the business.
And the business would lead to a chance to come back to her home state, here to Rocky Mount Mills.
I was like, Rocky Mount, it's a little far from New York.
And the pull to come home got even stronger when she met the brewery's other co-founder, Brianna Break, at a conference in Raleigh.
So we got together, home brewed at her house in Durham, really hit it off, and decided we would collaborate on doing this. So the Rocky Mount Brewery is a collaboration brewery with Spaceway Brewing Company, Harlem Brew South.
Two African-American women bucking the beer-making trend and potentially setting the stage for what's to come.
We have a number of people that work with us that were born and raised in the area. Just yesterday we had a young lady that's actually here right now who we trained to actually clean kegs. We trained her to fill kegs. She's going to be learning to brew. So for me, it's really about, I love my passion. I think it's great, but if we can share that process and those skills with people here locally, that's really great.
And she and Brianna are sharing that passion here at the Mills with other like-minded brewers from very different backgrounds.
It's really amazing, the inspiration you get, the collaboration, sharing ideas and insights about techniques on how to brew. This idea coming from different backgrounds, everybody has a unique experience. And when you do that with beer, it's really a beautiful thing. That's what I'd say. So join us. Cheers to that. You guys want a beer now?
Not quite yet. The collaboration here at Rocky Mount Mills is continuing with other local breweries. We introduced you to Tarboro Brewing Company last week. The folks there and Brianna here at Rocky Mount Brewery just collaborated on a brand new creamy strawberry milkshake IPA. We'd love to hear your future People and Places segment ideas. If you have one, reach out to me via email at kwatling@WNCT.com, or you can reach me via Facebook or Twitter. I'll be back live here at Rocky Mount Mills coming up in your 6 o'clock news, but after the break, Angie's back with more news at 5:30.